so Einstein quote, the field is a sole governing agency of the particle. The soul is a sole governing agency of the body, of the heart, of the nervous system. So when our nervous system is calibrated for fear, guilt, and shame, like an unpredictable childhood, like we talked about, or a traumatic childhood, then that's what we attract into our life. Hence, my roommate was watching those crime shows all day long. And she was a supervisor, social worker. So she was, involved in a lot of stuff all day long. And then she would come home and do more of it. It was all day long that she was around crime. And it was like being shoved down her throat because she had yet to fully process and accept what had happened to her in her childhood. And then what that did to her and the things that she did. Very, very, very difficult to process. So, but that's what the soul plans. It like throws us at it. Like, let's lose Andrew Tate. I came into Andrew Tate's life to his best friend's life 2 months before his takedown started in August of 2022. And so I helped him open his heart. But then they didn't hire me. So then, weird thing, he got thrown in solitary confinement. What's interesting is my guy from my childhood, JC, like I told you, he got that job at GoDaddy 1 month before I reached out to Justin. He left the FBI 2 or 3 months after I attempted suicide. He was living in Hawaii getting an MBA when I was in China. And just interesting synchronicities like that. I haven't talked to him in 40 years. Interesting. Soul is, the field is a soul governing agency of the particle. The heart has more neuronal cells, but it's all brain, brain, brain. When we put brain over heart, then we're not in alignment with our truth that the field is a soul governing agency of the particle. The soul is a soul governing agency of the body. We live in a Western society. Western society, Western worldview is God controls us. God gives us dominion. So we had manifest destiny. We killed 60 million buffalo, 100 million beavers, wolves, salmon. Indigenous population went down by 90% in America because God said. External control, pump, external control. But what happens if we were to teach everyone that they have sovereignty over their own soul, that their own soul is creating their life, that all this fear, guilt, and shame is a lie that we all been believing about ourselves. And that's why we have so much mental illness and physical illness. And that all that can stop when we learn to love ourselves, that self-love creates heaven on earth. Right. When I healed from my childhood trauma, the physiological process I was going through was recalibrating my nervous system to resonate with love, compassion, and enlightenment instead of fear, guilt, and shame. I'm 10 years in. I'm good now, but I finally got out of Stockholm syndrome. And that's what I realized. Like when I'm acting from a wound, like I had a wound that I'm replaceable, which is one of the reasons I attracted in men with multiple women. Okay. So when I'm acting from that wound, I don't value myself. But when I turn that wound into wisdom, it's like, oh, okay, that was the fire captain. And then the next guy was my guy from my childhood, JC. And so I reached out to him a year and a half ago, and I'm not that. That's it. that was the end of the line. And it was, it's profound, and they keep happening because if it weren't profound, how would anybody believe it? How would I believe it? Like really, like me, what? Right? But I had to believe it. And the more I believe it, the more things happen, and positive things happen in my life.